right, y'all. Welcome to Yosemite Podcast. My name is Emmanuel.
This is Rod.
It's Young Yale.
I'm Jason.
This is Jay.
All right, bro. I wanted to ask Rod, because you love talking about monopolies. What are the chances of Facebook getting taken down? Because that's turning into a monopoly real quick.
That's
we're playing Monopoly, Rod?
Hey, what is it? Close to 2 billion users on Facebook?
Wait, how so?
I think the
How
whole
so?
world's on there.
A
How so
quarter
what?
of the fucking...
How's it
worth-
turning into a monopoly?
They own Instagram, don't they? And
Yeah,
then
they
own
bought it, was
Twitter.
that 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Yeah, and then they own Twitter, don't they?
They
No,
I
they
thought
don't.
Twitter was separate.
Yeah,
Was
they
it?
Twitter
don't.
was separate.
I remember they offered to buy out Snapchat.
And then
Snapchat
they own
rejected them.
WhatsApp.
Yeah.
They own WhatsApp.
They do, I believe.
They're
so.
trying to open.
Oh, they own what's... I didn't know that.
Excuse me. They're trying to get their own cryptocurrency.
Damn.
Those motherfuckers, bro.
And
Hey, just like Apple with the credit cards.
they're fucking, and they're just worth so much money, and it's only climbing. I think this is gonna take over everything. But because you guys have seen that picture, right, where there's like a bunch of companies like Kraft and like Coke and like all those companies, they're all basically connected and under one umbrella.
Oh,
company.
yeah. I think I've seen what you're
I
talking
don't
about.
think the government really cares about monopolies. I think they're just trying to hide it and make it seem like it's more fair, but it's really not, you know?
Yeah,
So what are
yeah,
the
yeah.
chances that Facebook's going to get taken, like, not taken down, but controlled? I don't think that's going to happen.
It's gonna be
Same thing
possible.
with
They have too
Google.
much leverage.
Google is like, that's big.
Dude, ABC Inc. They got it made.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Because I mean, if you think about it, no one goes on Bing. No one goes on what other. I don't even know any
Yahoo.
other search. I don't know other. Yeah, Yahoo.
I want to look up
I
like
barely
what
know
percentage
search
of the
engines.
search market they have though. Fact check.
Fact check, Jay.
Fact check.
Fact
What-
check.
what
I
is
got
it?
y'all. I
Or
got
fact
y'all.
check. You
What
have to-
percentage of the market does Google have of the search market? Search engine market.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 90% and not
For
even
real.
kidding. Not,
For
like
real.
no bullshit
But-
aside. Because Bing and fucking Yahoo, those are the ones that come top of my head for search engines.
Yahoo, Good Search.
Good search, see? What the fuck is that?
Bro, they give you like a cent for every 100 searches you do or something like
What
that.
percentage of the market does
Jeez,
Google
man.
have?
They gotta pay their users to search.
Yeah. yeah.
88.47%.
Yeah, so yeah.
Damn. That's pretty good.
Tell me that ain't a monopoly.
And then all, like, basically all the phones that aren't iPhones are on Android, which is owned by Google.
Yeah.
So monopoly is getting up there.
Insane.
Monopoly's
What
an
technically is a monopoly? Fact check. Fact check.
Here I go.
I mean, word for, or I guess verbatim. I don't know it, but I mean, when I think of monopoly, I think of a.
the game.
How'd you know?
Damn.
No, it's in simple terms. Like, yeah, if you think about it, it is because you're trying to control the majority.
I
of
googled what is a
the whole
monopoly.
board.
Came up with the game. Alright.
The Fortnite version.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
Man.
honestly, if you think about it, that's what the monopoly is
Yeah.
based
Oh,
on.
yeah, that's
what it's
Controlling
based off.
everything.
It is the exclusive possession. I apologize for my voice is fucked. The exclusive possession or control of the supply of or trade in a commodity or service.
Yeah, it's like they control every step of the way. So I mean, with
Yeah.
Carnegie back with the steel, he was controlling
Crazy.
like the making of it. I don't know.
What's his
what
name?
this
Was it with the oil?
Rockefeller
with the oil.
Rockefeller. Have you guys watched
Standard
the documentary
Oil?
on him?
Oh yeah, it's like
Crazy.
the one with like all
I've
three of
watched a
them with
few.
Carnegie, Rockefeller.
I haven't
JP
seen that
Morgan.
one, but I
JP
saw one on
Morgan, yeah.
YouTube.
JP Morgan.
I saw one on YouTube. I think it was like a fan made one or something. I
Yeah.
don't know, but it was like an hour and a half. Crazy. It's just super
Yeah,
crazy.
but like
Dude, I loved learning about that too when I got into it. Especially it was with Andrew Carnegie because when J.P. Morgan bought him, that's when it really became more of a monopoly. They were offered like it was in the trillions of dollars they paid for it in today's
Really?
money. Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
I regret not paying attention to this shit in school.
Then
yeah.
I just took
Well,
eight,
they also don't really teach it that well.
They don't. This was something I had to go out of my way for. It was like a English. It was like a sophomore lit class. It was the research speech. So I did mine on Andrew Carnegie because I was interested.
well, no,
in it.
I just took AP
wow.
AP US history, so I just
Yeah.
learned all that shit over.
It's
Yeah,
crazy how
it's
recent it
sick,
is
yeah.
too, though.
Yeah,
What's that?
dude, that's what I was
It's
saying.
crazy how recent it
remember the
is.
last
Yeah.
podcast I was on? It was like 2 weeks ago, and I was like talking about how laws aren't that old. I was talking about in like the big picture because how old is the Earth? It's not that old though. It's not that old. I mean the oldest Earth
That-
is
no, that's
old, but
pretty
like,
old.
but like
Yeah.
the U.S. as a whole is not that old in comparison to the Earth. That's what I meant. It's not that old.
No,
if you really
well, I
look
mean,
at it.
I guess not.
So-
I mean, you're talking about
so-
like after Pangea.
Yeah, after. What do you mean? Yeah. It's not that old. How many years ago was that? Tell me.
Yeah,
Tell
you know,
me.
you're right. You're
Pangea?
right. No, you're right. I mean, I don't know the exact number, but I guess we put in perspective, yeah, compared
If
to how
you look at the big picture, bro, you scroll all the way out, it's not that old. It's like almost not even a big deal.
So you're saying like the era of when we actually had people doing shit like settlements and stuff, or like what?
Well,
no, he's
I'm
talking
just
about
saying,
the U.S.
like,
in
in general.
1700s, right?
Oh, okay,
After
yeah.
they, you
Yeah.
know, took the land and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it was because it was still here before then.
Right. But
Hey.
I'm saying like that as a whole.
A question for the audience: Is the Earth flat?
Bro, that
Answer in
shit's
the
flat
comments.
as fuck.
Guys,
comments.
is it?
Let us know.
Is
Let us
it?
know.
It
Alright.
fucking is. How is it not flat?
All right, now let's go back to it.
All right. So what are we talking about? Andrew Carnegie? No.
Just
What were we-
monopolies in general. I mean, with Amazon, we were looking
Oh,
at that.
Amazon. Hell yeah.
Someone tweeted it out, and I'm sure they were just looking at the second quarter results when they were released.
It shows wild.
63 or 64 billion in one quarter.
That's
Not
insane.
even a year in one quarter.
Insane.
Jeff Bezos just sold like something billion stock shares of Amazon of his.
He sold them?
I think it's like 1.4 after taxes he kept. 1.4 billion worth of stock shares.
I probably didn't mean shit to him. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
'cause
And,
when he
he
lost-
still
yeah.
owns, I think it's like double digit billions worth of stock.
I was just saying because when he divorced with his wife, she got what was it, like a
34.
quarter, 24 or it was
I thought it was
34
half.
34 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was before, I guess. I'm assuming he sold and everything like that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
which still wasn't
He
shit.
just sold last week, I think. I don't know. It was recent.
I wonder what was the reason behind that.
Usually I heard he
He's
said
trying to
that he wants to make or have money set aside for a Blue Origin for his company.
Okay.
That has to do with space or whatever. But
Oh, I mean that's where it's headed. A
yeah,
lot of
but that
company-
article I was talking about, they talked about how she already pledged like a majority of her money to like charities and shit, and he really hasn't pledged any.
Oh, so then she's trying to be a philanthropist,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
was
yeah.
what Andrew Carnegie
So-
ended up doing at the end. But I mean, he's still
Scum.
he's still a piece of shit.
But
for how he
is
lives.
Jeff Bezos a scum for not donating his money? Because if you think about it, he has like a shitload of the world's fucking money.
I would say yeah. I
Like,
mean,
a
just
lot.
because publicly, yes, he is considered the richest man in the world.
Yeah.
Privately, who knows? There's a lot of prince in the Middle East and all that have that royalty money that we don't
yeah,
think
for
of.
sure. No, there's people.
Yeah, but if
richer
we're
than
talking
him.
about the public, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Publicly, yeah, he's the richest man in the world publicly.
Yeah, but publicly or privately,
he's not
he
the
still
richest
has,
privately.
yeah, but he still has a
got
lot
shit
of a shitload of money.
Yeah, he does. I mean, I think he should. When you have that much money, I remember seeing Joe Rogan's podcast. He was saying something like, "What keeps what wakes him up? What keeps him going at that point?
For
when
real.
you get that much money,
For
it's
real.
like, what keeps you going to keep wanting more? What do you
Exactly.
want in life after that?"
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
Because I also read somewhere about Amazon having is either 50% or more than 50% of all online orders worldwide.
And
go
it's only
through them.
growing. It's only growing because their shipping is getting faster. Surprisingly,
Same
two day shipping when it came out was like unreal,
That was
and now it's like same,
Same
day.
day.
That's crazy. How much faster can it get? It'd be like same
mean,
hour,
I
same
mean,
hour
there's
eventually.
another-
It's insane. Like
yeah.
same day is wild because sometimes I'll even like order some at night and the next morning it's there. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Su puta madre." The same day is wild though.
Yeah, that shit's
And
crazy.
Well, like the nearest one to here is the warehouse is in
Elgin?
Elgin. Yeah.
Elgin. That's where I
Pretty
got
big.
something same day. I ordered it like at 12 o'clock. It was. It got there by like 6 or 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it's
in the
wild.
afternoon.
Crazy.
It's insane.
And I guess another statistic off of that too as well. Talking about Amazon, is that I guess a couple years ago, 49% of the U.S. households had Prime memberships. Now that's getting closer to 60%.
Yeah.
And it's just.
I
gonna
mean,
keep
that's
going
just
up,
ridiculous.
honestly.
Like
That's what I was trying to tell you guys.
e-commerce monopoly.
E-commerce is gonna take over.
That's the way of
Everything.
doing shopping now. I mean, look at
for
it.
sure. Because I think it's 2017. It was like some stupid amount of money was spent on e-commerce.
Hey, straighten out your mic a little bit. To your left, right there. Perfect.
Good.
Good.
All right. Anyway, some stupid amount of money. It was like crazy. Whatever. It was like 600 billion, something like that. Was on e-commerce, and that shit's only growing. That was 2 years ago. So keep in mind, like in 5 years, that shit's probably gonna be I really feel like it's gonna quickly dominate over going to a store, over going to the mall, all that shit. I think it's gonna cancel that out completely, because you're seeing a lot of big franchises start to close down, like Bed Bath and Beyond. I know is on way down.
Toys R Us
way down.
Hey, when
Sears.
Kmart closed out.
That show's sad. But
Sears is closing.
yeah,
Or
for
I think
sure.
they're in the middle of like closing everything
Marshalls. There used to be one in Crystal Lake. They're like, they're not closed down, but they're downsizing like no other.
Yeah.
I think everything's going on.
Subway is not e-commerce. They don't have like no way of doing e-commerce, but they're also closing down.
Banks. That's a really popular one that I know. I mean, it's not. I guess I don't. It's not e-commerce, but it's all online now.
Yeah.
A lot of what you do is online, because that's where it's headed too. I mean, I'm
about-
assuming like at least close to 50% of the world's money is all electronic now at this point. It's
For
not
real.
physical.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
For example, I was about to go to the bank like 2 months ago to open a separate savings account, and then I was like 1 a.m. and I was on my computer on Chase.com or whatever, looking at my shit, and it gave me the option to just fucking start like opening an account right there,
Yeah.
and I was like, fuck it, and I just did it right there.
That reminds
I
me.
feel bad because as a salesman, I'm like, damn, someone could have gotten comped for this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As instead, I just clicked the button and fucking.
Yeah, I can't wait for AT&T to go down that route.
Hey, it will.
Close down that store.
It will.
Like so their employees.
Yeah, like have you seen those robots? They have them at like some luxury hotels and like other just
The
random
sex
spots
ones?
where they're like
No.
robots that like do stuff.
Like the ones that make omelets. I saw that shit is some in.
I did not
Yeah,
fuck
the,
that,
the,
but that's
the
crazy.
sex ones.
They make omelets
Oh,
and
they do have
shit.
sex
Pour
ones, yeah.
The
coffees.
sex robots.
Those are definitely
Yeah.
Yeah.
gonna take all.
That's for the
minimum
pedos
wage
like
jobs.
you.
Where you fuck it and you mix your breakfast in the morning.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but all minimum wage jobs are going out, bro. Out. That's why I think that brings me to a point. I really think universal basic income is going to become a necessity, not just a crazy idea.
What do you mean by that?
Because all the jobs are going to be given to robots. Like,
Yeah.
for example, the Tesla semi that drives itself, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of drivers are going to be out of job. Even though there's a lack of drivers right now, supposedly. When Tesla has a semi that can drive itself, no drivers are going to be able to get a job.
And they pretty much didn't they say that everything they compared it to is better than the semi? Like the longevity of it too, as well as supposed to hit like 1 million miles, no problem.
Yeah.
Before reaching any problems or anything
and
like
it's
that.
just
any
safer.
maintenance.
It's just safer for the environment.
Yeah, because
And-
I mean that shit goes through freaking.
So okay, so just think about it. They can make robots that fucking
Boo!
that do
Boo! You whore!
skull.
Late. Anyways.
Anyway,
hey, you
Anywho.
out of here.
Fuera. ¿Qué dice la gente?
No, but anyway, if they can make self-driving vehicles, there's easily gonna be a robot that's gonna fucking flip burgers and hand it to you through a drive-through.
Yeah.
There's easily gonna be somebody that could help you at a store because there's already fucking programs that do that.
Isn't that why you got fired from Wendy's, Jay?
Shit, I wish.
I mean, Amazon has a shit ton of robots in there. They let you take a virtual tour. I haven't done it, but they let you do a virtual tour through the warehouse. They got a shit ton of robots and everything going through there. And going back to, they treat their employees like shit too.
Oh yeah.
I guess they time them and everything. Like they have to
I
get
heard
this
about
certain
that.
package and everything in a certain amount of time. If they don't, they get yelled at and everything like that.
Yeah.
And the
And obviously that's
restrooms.
like a ladder effect, or coming down from the execs to the leaders, supervisor, and everything. It comes down on them.
And then apparently, like, the restrooms are really far from where they work. So that
Yeah.
a lot of that time going to the bathroom, just traveling there, it takes out of their fucking, like, break time.
I heard about that. I heard
They gotta
some
clock out
workers were
for it.
saying that there's like some people that have like peed themselves because they didn't have time.
I've seen some shit on Reddit. Someone that worked at Amazon said they actually came to a point where they thought about killing themselves because they hated their fucking life so bad.
What was that?
Shit.
What company did that in China where they put the safety nets?
I'll try to
'cause of
find a
too many people?
screenshot.
Was
I'll
it
put it in
Apple?
here. What's up?
Was
Are
it
you
Apple
serious?
or Nike?
They put what?
That's not
Which
funny.
company?
That's fucked up.
Which company was it that they put safety nets outside of the buildings because of how many suicides they had of people jumping out of the building?
Oh,
It was a major company too.
It was. Oh, fuck. I forgot about
Nike, Apple.
that. You keep talking. I'll
one
look
of
into it. I'll look into it.
No way.
Yeah, I mean, fact check.
I never heard that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
They put safety nets outside of their buildings because of people jumping out. That's how, I guess, not important.
How
whatever.
shitty it was there?
Yeah, you know.
Damn.
That's how shitty the work environment, the atmosphere, how they were being treated, and all that was. Just
Damn.
think about that. Like to be able to get pushed to that level.
That was me at Panda.
That's fucked up. No, but that's what has to be done though to be that big though. I feel like
It does. I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta exploit. At that point, when you get as big as all these companies who with the $1 trillion market cap, we're in the hundreds of billions, in market valuation. They don't get there without exploiting, cutting corners, cutting back on things, and everything like that. Yeah. If you operated correctly, humanely, you wouldn't be as big as these companies are.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. That's so weird to me that like I don't know. Like, what's the point of fucking working all that time to like for what?
I mean,
like,
some of these people
money's
have
so
a better
stupid.
living to them.
It says mass suicide protest at Apple manufacturer Foxconn factory. Around 150 Chinese workers at Foxconn, the world's largest electronics manufacturer, threatened to commit suicide by leaping from their factory roof in protest at their working conditions. So yeah, this is the place. That's insane. Foxconn, which manufactures gadgets for the likes of Apple, Sony, and Nintendo, and HP, has had a grim history of suicides at its factories. A suicide cluster in 2010 saw 18 workers throw themselves from the tops of the company's buildings, with 14 deaths.
What's the article from?
Telegraph.co.
Wait, was this in China or in the U.S.?
China.
Because isn't China infamous for overworking their workers?
Their labor laws are like non-existent.
Yeah.
That's why these corporate companies move over there, because it's such a cheaper cost. It's worth it.
That's why a lot of factories are elsewhere, but the
and
U.S.
it says Foxconn offers pay rises and suicide nets as fears grow over wave of deaths.
Just think about it. Suicide nets at a workplace.
This is in 2010.
Instead of fixing it, you just put suicide nets. Like, oh, they might jump. Fuck it. Like they have the power to change everything, but instead they're like, if they jump, we kind of try to save them. That's fucked up.
Super fucked up. So what do you guys think about Ninja exclusively streaming on Mixer, which is owned by Microsoft?
Well, I'm just trying to think of all the money he made off of that deal.
Yeah, he snapped.
There's nothing publicly made on it, but
I wonder what his contract's like though. Like how many times he has to stream a year.
I don't think it's. There might be, but
might be, or it could be like a certain amount of viewers he has to bring to his channel like throughout the year.
I believe that, because they already knew what was coming with him. Like I said, like I was telling you guys earlier today, he tweeted out from Lala. He was like, in celebration of, there's no better way of celebrating 500,000 subscribers than with a cake, and it was like a customized ninja cake and all that. He's like, who hits 500,000? Because they were giving them for free for the first month and everything since he switched. But that huge ass impact, not everyone can do that.
What is that in a day?
That was in 24 hours.
Wait, but
500,000 people download, and it became the #1 downloaded app on the App Store too. Mixer.
That's crazy.
I gotta see
so,
this.
So they have a subscription then.
It's $7.99 a month.
$7.99. That's more than Twitch.
But they were doing this for free. $4.99 the base one, the like tier 1, because they have tiers. I think tier 2 is like $12.99. Then tier 3.
Does that limit you to like amount
on
of
Mixer or
you
Twitch?
watch?
Twitch. Those were the Twitch numbers.
What's the difference though in the tiers?
I guess
you get like mods and shit. You become a moderator, stickers, like. Well, depends on what you do. Like, fucking the producers do that. They'll give, like, free packs. You can just do free giveaways and shit like that. For, subs.
Damn. So, I don't know.
It is an
I would love to see, like, what he has to do to make that money. Because if he's just doing, like, he can stream whenever he wants. You know what I mean?
He has
That's
schedule.
crazy.
He has a schedule on there. I think it was part of it. Because during the release, it said he was going back to streaming full-time. And then when you go on his Mixer thing, it shows his exact schedule, his rules, and everything. For his chat, he's gonna be streamed from 9 to like 6 every day. But then on the bottom it says hours can change or days can change. So he doesn't have to strictly do it,
Yeah,
Monday through Friday.
That might have been just a strategy so that everyone gets like Mixer and they're like, oh, he's gonna stream all the time. Might as well get it,
I think that's what he was aiming for. That's what he talked about, going back to his roots and remember why he loves streaming and everything.
Yeah,
and a lot of people
I don't think so. I feel like once they lose it, they lose it for sure.
I think as well. A lot of people were guessing or inferring on that since Mixer is owned by Microsoft and You know, Microsoft owns the Xbox.
Yeah.
Halo's where he really came up on.
Oh, really?
That's where he was a pro on.
I had no idea.
The new Halo game is, I guess, coming out. I mean, I don't follow Halo. I never played it. Not that I'm not a fan of it. I just never really played it. So they're having like ideas that maybe that, you know, he's switching to this. New Halo's gonna come out. It's just like really big promotion and everything like that. Because Ninja made it past the esports. Really, he's not really famous in just esports now. It's like social and everything like that.
That's true. That's true.
Honestly, I think he's only big in social. He's not even good enough for esports, to be honest.
He's a content creator.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you're thinking about like pro players. Yeah, he's not good. He can't compete up there. But content creation, he's up there.
Yeah, but honestly, personally, I think he fucked up. I wouldn't have done the deal just because I think he's gonna fall off within the rest of the year if he stays on exclusively Mixer. Like, no one goes to Twitch for be like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna go watch only Ninja. Like, people watch a bunch of people on Twitch, but like only person on Mixer is him.
Well, only big one. Yeah, I guess I could see that. But I feel like slowly he's a big enough influence that I'm on the opposite.
But he could be opening a different gate for other people.
That's why I'm on the opposite end of that. I think it's more of open of opportunity. I'm a little bit more open minded on that.
Yeah.
I feel like it is gonna bring a lot more streamers and everything like that to the platform.
But then, like, to talk about what you're saying, say he does fall off in his contract. Does that mean they could just cut him off though? Or does he still get the money? Because
we don't know about the contract.
We don't know about the terms.
Yeah, that's what
on
I'm
it.
saying. So, like, if in his case, he was probably thinking, like, damn, I don't want to stream, but this contract says I get my money anyway, you know, even if I suck. So then that'd be a smart move. But, like, who knows? I'm pretty sure there has to be a loophole for him to get cut, you know, if he doesn't perform.
Yeah, I think there's going to be, like, if a lot of people do switch to Mixer, it'll be because there's more money in it than like Twitch. Like, let's say it's Apple Music and Tidal. Tidal pays way more for streaming. Like, if it was like a situation where like that, where all the streamers gonna make more money on Mixer than they would on Twitch, then I think they will switch.
I think it is because it's $7.99 a month just for the basics of the subscribing. So I feel like it is.
But isn't there a lot less viewers or listeners on Tidal than any other streaming platform? I think they're third, aren't they?
Oh, I don't follow it enough to know.
I'm pretty sure it's like Spotify and Apple Music are the main ones.
Yeah, so I feel like that still doesn't even work. Like,
if something happens, it'll be because of that. But honestly, like, chances of that happening are slim.
That's true. Fuck, I don't know. I think he snapped on that shit though.
Yeah, but I mean, keeping it within, you know, that. I mean, obviously,
that announcement video was dope. It was funny as hell.
I didn't see it.
That was cool.
All his makeup.
Yeah, that was dope.
I didn't see it.
He was basically like, he came up to like a press room thing, you know, and he's just like, all right, he's like, from now on, I'm exclusively only streaming on Mixer. And there's a bunch of reporters asking questions, but the only people he picks on are characters that like he's playing. Like, there's a lady, but it's actually him, you know. Yeah, it's just funny. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Damn, we'll put that right here. No.
Hey, speaking of a video, did you guys see that shit where the fucking kids just ran through the gates at Lollapalooza today?
Oh, dude, I showed that to my coworker. Yeah. I was laughing so fucking hard until I got to the end. I felt bad.
I didn't know. Yeah, someone sent me that. I asked on social media.
It was the guilty laugh I had.
I asked on social media, you know, what you guys wanted us to talk about and whatever. Someone said the prosthetic kid that got stopped at Lala, and I was like, I didn't realize he had a fucking prosthetic leg. And I watched it, and I was like, damn, this is the only kid that didn't get through. And
you had that bogus laugh at the end, right?
Yeah, he was
like that guilty laugh.
He was dragging his leg, and I was like, damn, son.
Wait, it was funny, but he felt so good. So I guess at Lala today, someone was recording a video. Over like hundreds of people jumped over the gates to break into Lala and everything like that, and they got away. The majority of them. Only one kid out of all those 100 plus people got stopped, and it was a kid with a prosthetic leg. I can't pronounce it.
Prosthetic leg,
left leg, and
was he slower than everybody or what?
Well, no, like they broke the whole gates. That's why I was like, damn, everyone's getting through, and then the fucking cop stopped just him. I was
just
like, damn.
him. They targeted him.
That's fucked up.
Pretty fucking wild. Poor kid is like dragging his leg and. The fucking security guard.
Yeah, that should be right
here. Yeah. Holy shit. Look right here.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Damn. At least he didn't get caught like mid jump though. Like, cause that means like he's not in trouble, right? Pretty sure.
They just
I don't know,
stopped
that's
him. They're
still
not gonna,
fun.
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, they're not gonna. He's not gonna
That
get
cop
pulled.
probably felt a little bogus.
I'd say they'd had to have like
Low
caught
hanging
a
fruit.
good
He actually
amount of
got
kids. He did.
Yeah,
That's
They
why.
probably felt so bad.
After the fact,
yeah, he got in.
someone snuck him in or what?
I don't know, but I saw a picture of him. He was inside.
Oh, see, that's dope. See, that's a good. Hey, that's a heartwarming ending. You want to
Yeah,
see?
the security guard was
beautiful.
probably like,
That's
"Oh
beautiful.
fuck, go ahead."
Yeah, he's like, fuck, bro. How am I gonna let all these other drugged
Yeah.
out kids in? But
Yeah.
the dude with the press.
I feel like
Hey, bro, just because he has a prosthetic leg doesn't mean he's drugged out. Or he's not drugged out.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, you're right. There's a bunch of
Just 'cause-
crackheads out there.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true,
Crackheads
Hey,
exist.
but he probably wasn't that
Probably
much of a
smokes
crackhead.
weed. He
Nah.
probably smokes weed. He's a crackhead.
Total crackhead if he smokes weed.
I bet like a bunch of fucking kids though got like rounded up and like caught because I mean, a lot of kids if they didn't have their wristband on them, you know, I'm sure the fucking security guards were in there like hawks, like picking them out and
You
shit.
think so? I feel like
I
once
don't
they're
know.
in there, and
You think?
I actually heard that like once you're in, you're just lost in the crowd.
So the reason I agree with that too, because I mean, there's 100,000 plus people or
I
100,000.
get that, but I feel like
Security guards
once-
aren't gonna go all around looking at your wrist and everything like that.
Yeah, not deep in the fucking crowds, but I'm saying like those kids that pass through, they gotta have radios like yo, get like the north
Yeah.
side or whatever, you know.
No,
And
I
they
can
probably,
see that.
They probably got
True,
like I see decent amount of kids and shit, you know. But I don't think they
How-
were like whoa, like these kids are raving like whoa, stop. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but I feel like a good amount of kids like running through right there had to get caught.
Have you guys been to Lala or no?
Yeah,
No.
we went
How,
last year.
how close
Rick
are
and
the
I.
gates?
I don't
like,
care.
Like, how close are the gates to like the big ass crowds and shit?
Honestly, right when you walk in, it's crowd and everything like that.
Okay.
The crowds, like I said, 100,000 people and
Yeah.
what's the park that's
Grand
in?
Park.
Grand Park. It is Grand Park, all right.
Right?
Damn, I
Yeah,
kind of
Grand
want to
Park.
go.
100,000 people in Grand Park. You're not shoulder to shoulder, but there's a shit ton of people where
Yeah.
I saw maybe a couple of security guards at most.
Yeah.
And the reason I saw a couple was because that's where the check-in was.
Yeah.
After you got in, there was like very little going around.
Yeah, so I don't think they got caught then.
I don't
'Cause
think-
they could easily just
maybe
go in
maybe a couple of them got
and then
caught.
sprint through, and then they're gonna be
Once
like,
you're
wait, who the
once
fuck?
you're in the crowd, that's it. You know,
Yeah.
they're lost in there.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I think so, too.
whole video, this whole situation reminded me of Vic Mensa when he tried sneaking into Lollapalooza. And trying to, like,
Vic Mensa is fucking
What?
weird, bro. Have you guys seen his newest video?
Yeah,
Oh,
the one he's like in
oh,
a dress.
Yeah. Have you seen it, Jason?
no,
the rock one?
no, but
That's your man's though.
no, but I was talking
Love
about
Vic
this.
Mensa.
I did like him a lot. But
So
I did?
weird.
Dude, I used to like him until he dissed XXX.
but yeah, he was.
Hey, was
when
he lying though?
I forgot how old he was, but he was in his teenage years, I believe. So he says, I was trying to get in, and they had upped security from the day before. It was just impossible to get in like I got in the day before. I was trying to do something crazy, climbing down the train structure over a bridge, and I touched the transformer on my arm. My arm just shot out in front of me, and it was strange. It was really surreal. He ended up going to the hospital, though. He almost died from that shit. He got shocked hard as hell.
He got shocked.
Yeah, he got
shocked.
electrocuted.
How?
What?
'Cause
He was
I
like
just
where the
read it.
trains are.
He was going down like the train bridge or whatever to get to just drop in the park, and he touched a transformer, and it fucking.
What's
shot
the
him
transformer?
over. Basically,
You never seen the movie?
Actually, no.
I know it has a lot to do with basically what like powers like some kind of like electric component itself. It basically just fucking shocked him hard as hell. It
So
was
he's stupid.
yeah. He says, and I fell like 30 feet. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
He says, then I got up, which was weird too, because I definitely could have broken my neck.
He could have definitely died.
Yeah.
30 feet. That's a
Almost
good
died,
amount.
Yeah.
That's a huge fall.
Yeah, it is. Fucking
Yeah,
wild,
but
though.
did you see you? So you said you haven't seen that video?
No, I haven't. Someone
So
was
weird.
talking
I
about
saw
the-
10 seconds of it. I could not watch
Shit
it. It
was
was
whack.
weird.
Really?
That
Fucking
shit was weird.
his band, 93
It's
Punks.
weird.
And it was
It was
super.
weird.
It was super like I thought he was a rapper, but I guess not.
I thought so too.
That's weird.
I used to fuck with him a lot. One of his EPs, there's a lot going on. It's one of my favorite EPs like ever. Like that's just like my top 10 like projects. You know,
I only heard
super good autobiography.
Whatever it was an album. I'm pretty sure that had Liquor Locker on it.
Yeah, that's the one.
There's a lot going on.
There's like
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Really?
But I also only heard it one time through. I could not listen to it again. There's like I like shit. When I like shit, I could like definitely be like, oh, I want to hear this shit
Listen
again.
to the song. There's a lot going on. This shit is good as fuck.
I'll check it out. I'll give him a chance. But that new shit, nah.
No, that new shit is whack.
Yeah, yeah. For
I'm
sure.
here for that. What about Drake's Care Package?
Didn't hear it. Didn't hear it. But didn't you guys say it was like all songs that are old?
Wait, what? I thought it was a
I've listened to it just not recently.
I thought it was a new Drake album.
Yeah, he said he made all these songs like in the winter, right, Alan?
Right? Didn't he say that?
Nah, it was Summer 16.
Summer 16. Oh,
Nah,
that shit's probably.
I'm
fire.
honestly surprised though by the amount of people that don't. I've never heard these songs.
Dude.
Like every single song by now. If
How's
you
Twitter
fuck with
reacting
Drake,
to it?
Album of the year, bro.
How's Twitter reacting to it?
pretty good. I was telling Jay yesterday. I don't want to see anybody bitching about it because it's a cool thing to do. It's hella classics on there. You just put them together, putting them on streaming services because they weren't before. But I haven't heard anyone say anything bad.
I'm pretty sure ever since his first deal, he owns all his masters. No, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain he had like a pretty good ass deal off the bat.
I doubt it.
No, look it up. His contract's out. His first one. I'm pretty sure he owns
That's a
all
lot.
his masters.
I'll look into that because I don't know. That's a lot of research to do.
I'm telling you, you're gonna be surprised.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
No, I know, but trust me, you're gonna be surprised. That shit's.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I doubt it. I'm just kidding.
All right.
I'll look into it though. I'll look into it. Let's read out some questions that we got.
Hold up. Going back to esports.
Yes.
Yes.
16-year-old wins $3 million playing
That's what I
Fortnite.
want to talk about. Before we moved away from that.
What's this kid's name? Booger?
16-year-old from the U.S.
3 million.
He's from
$3 million.
Boogie?
Pennsylvania, I think.
So he probably took home like 1.5, right?
Yeah, I heard he was getting fucked with taxes.
Yeah.
I
Like,
was
they
trying
were
to
taking
figure
a
that.
shit ton of
I
it.
was gonna say I was trying to figure out how much they were taking out because he's 16. Like, who claims this? Does his parents still claim him? Is he a dependent?
My friend Pat.
How does the taxes work? And
I don't get that
who's gonna
some
be his
shit
accountant
sometimes.
for that in his
Why
My
do you
life?
have to
friend
be-
Pat was saying it was like 1.8 or some shit he's taking.
Yeah, that sounds about
I
right.
believe it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Actually, for those millionaires, they
Yeah,
get
for sure.
taxed. I mean, the tax bracket for them, they're pretty much losing like
Half almost.
50.
I think it's like 40 something.
50.
No.
No, it's close to the half mark.
Yeah.
If
Bro.
you play your cards right, it can be a little bit less.
Yeah.
Give your homie a shout out. He's a competitive player.
But isn't prize money?
Yeah, hey, shout out to Patch.
So
Twitch.patchtv.
Patches?
It's Brandon, his little bro, Kevin Pacheco. Check his ass out on Twitch.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
it.
check him out.
Yeah,
I don't
check
know
his
who that
ass
is.
out.
Check his
Hopefully
ass
he's watching
out.
though.
Yeah,
he'll
if he's
find
not
out-
watching,
Hey, he'll
if
find
he's
out
not
if he gets a
watching, don't
shout
check
out
him
or
out.
not.
No, but
Hey,
fucking
comment if you're watching.
damn,
Alright,
that was
done.
a good one. Yeah, comment if you're watching right
Comment if
now.
you're watching.
If you don't comment, you're fucking.
If you
you're
reach
stupid
this
way.
point in the podcast, comment that.
just say it. Just checking in.
Just checking in.
No, but bro,
Just say
comment.
what's
Let us
up.
know what your favorite part so far of this episode is, or the show is. So,
And some suggestions, honestly, 'cause
Yeah.
those help out.
and a little shit talking, just one time for E-Man. He
Yeah,
appreciates
yeah.
it.
Leave some negative shit too. Leave some negative shit. I fuck with
Gets
that.
the juices flowing, you know.
Yeah,
for
you,
real.
you know, I'm pretty sure as Bill Gates said that your most unhappy customers are the ones that you learn from the most, and that's just true. That's just true for real.
That's true.
So
It's deep.
I
shout
believe
out
that.
to you guys. But what were we talking about? Oh,
Millionaires in
isn't
Fortnite.
prize money taxed even higher than regular income?
Yeah, most likely it's probably
I'm
taxed
pretty
like
sure.
the lottery
I'm
or
pretty
like
sure it
bonuses.
Yeah.
So, for example, when freaking Trump came out with that new tax plan back in December of 2017, I know my company fucking rolled out with $1,000 bonus for each employee. That shit was taxed like no other. I think I
So
ended
you
up
got
walking.
$50.
I think I ended up walking away with like 600 or something like that.
Damn.
Damn,
It was
that's crazy.
taxed to the motherfucking most you can
How do you think
for that little amount of
How do
money.
you think the country would run with no taxes? Like if they didn't take taxes?
Oh, it'd be shit.
You think
It'd be
We
shit.
wouldn't be able to pay for anything.
I was just say, yeah, roads
You
would be
think so? Do
shit,
you
schools
really
would be
think so?
shit. Unless it was all privatized, then now they're making profit off of it, and it just gets into. I feel like it would get into more problems because there's some things that should be
That's true. That's
government
true.
regulated, and there's
Yeah,
some
yeah.
things that shouldn't.
I agree with that.
So I mean, there's got to be that balance and everything, which
what
it's hard
song-
to find.
I'm pretty sure you would know. It's off his KOD album. Coincidentally, you got his shirt on. J. Cole said something about how they should have an app where he could pick where his tax money goes. What do you guys think about that?
I don't remember that line at all.
Really?
Dude,
no,
what?
Yeah, it's on there.
It's on like
It's on one of the songs on KOD. I know for a fact.
Hey,
I forgot what it's called.
Brackets?
It's brackets,
Brackets.
It's brackets for sure. Yeah, so he talks about how there should be an app on where he could choose where his money goes.
Yeah.
Wait, like the tax money, because he's talking about how much money the white people take from him, and like, what do you guys think that's a good idea or no? Because I feel like that if that were the case, like everybody could choose where their tax money went, right? They're like, oh, you have a budget of like blah blah blah. This is how much taxes we took from you through this year, and you could spend it in all these options. I feel like there'd be like 5 categories where the majority of the country would go, and then the rest would be like in a drought.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, how bogus is it that you don't know where it's going?
Yeah.
I think that's the super bogus part, that you don't know where it's going.
Yeah, for sure. I think they should. If they're not gonna let us choose, I think they should at least let us know. Like personally,
say where's it going.
You have a statement at the end of the year that says that shit. Yeah.
Like imagine they just send a report after you get fucked by them, like 3% went here, 22% went here, 11% went here. You know what I mean? Like just shit like that. I feel like that would make a lot more people happy.
That's what I'm saying. And a lot of fucking damn crackers are like, oh, I pay taxes for this and this and this and this and all these fucking immigrants. And I'm like, but are you? You know what I mean?
I've never met an immigrant that's like, oh yeah, I don't pay taxes. What are you talking
exactly?
about?
Like, that's what I'm saying.
All of them pay taxes.
I never understood that too, and why they think they have benefits and all that. Like, homie, what? They're paying into Social Security. What are they gonna get at the end of it?
Exactly.
Jack shit.
For real.
Oh, freaking FAFSA, non-existent.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Even I'm pretty sure for a DACA people too, right? They don't have.
I don't know about that.
No, I'm pretty sure they don't. I'm almost certain they don't.
Like the grants too, like Pell grants and all that. I'm pretty sure it's only citizens that qualify for that.
Yeah.
Not even immigrants or anything like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's fucked up. That's so fucked up. I don't know.
But I think a lot of people do get mad because it's not that they're paying the taxes. Is that the more they hate that they don't know where it's going.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like us humans, we like to know. Yeah. Just human instinct is we like to know. We don't like to be kept in the dark.
Yeah. That's natural. For sure.
But, so I want to jump to. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm gonna change up the hot topic.
Yeah, I guess.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. All right, it's the Jay Leon show.
Fuck. It's the Wiki What We Get show. All right.
No, it's the Wiki What show.
I just wanted to take a moment to answer our fans. No,
we appreciate them.
Jared Group said, if you had to watch one movie for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Super Fast.
Fuck. If you haven't watched that movie before, don't. It's just ass.
Super Fast.
That's tough. Damn. But it'd have to be one of the. Fast and Furious has always been my favorite movie series, so it'd have to be one of them.
I'm gay,
bro. That shit's never gonna end though. They're on like movie 10.
That's fine, bro. I'll keep watching until the end. They're repetitive.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite one?
Hobbs and Shaw.
Hey, hold on. 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna say our favorite Fast and Furious movies. Ready? 3.
Whoa, hold on. Wait, you can't think about it. You just gotta.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. 2 Fast and Furious.
I was
gonna say it then.
I was gonna say 2.
I don't even know which one.
Too Fast, Too Furious.
I don't like those movies
because that's where the start. I mean, the start of the relationship. It started with Fast and Furious, but it really built in when fucking Brian O'Connor joined Toretto on The Boys. I thought it was
Connor O'Brien.
Yeah, something like that.
Wait, which one's the one where they're like on the boat in the end of the movie? Is the second one?
Let me drive the boat.
The second one, the fourth one.
It's like they
drive
the orange car off the boat.
It's the second one.
Yeah, the second one. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I love my favorite scene when we talked about it. When was it the second episode? First one about the scramble, the car scramble scene. Because that's what Fast and Furious originally was. It's car scenes, and then eventually moved on to like fucking
that
robbing.
Scene is so wild.
Robbing the world and some shit going international.
When I first watched the movie, I was hype as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Money got to them. They got bigger.
I never ever got into those movies.
Damn.
But I was also never into cars though, so that might have been part of it.
Has to be.
All right, so what's your movie then?
Oh yeah,
I don't watch movies.
Transformers. He looks like Transformers.
I would max watch 4 movies a year, dead ass.
Okay,
max. That's super max.
Oh, hey.
Okay, so from
he
a
looks
movie,
like an I Am Legend type of guy.
So from a movie that you've watched up to now, what's the movie you're gonna die with?
Good Will Hunting.
Oh,
never watched
that. Never watched that,
bro.
It would have to. The only ones that come up to like mind right now.
I gotta go see about a girl.
Off the quicks, it would be like a Conjuring movie or one of the Conjuring movies. A scary movie. I fuck with scary movies heavy.
They're whack. You know what's a good movie though? Dead Poet Society.
Oh yeah, no one's good.
Damn,
fire.
It's kind of corny, but I think mine would be.
You guys ever watched a Lego movie?
Robin Williams, fire.
Mine
Wait.
would probably be
No,
separated.
R.I.P. though.
I already
What?
know Jason's. I already know Jason's.
Wait, what'd you say?
Get hard.
Oh, 100%, bro.
I
What's
got.
the Rotten Tomatoes
Hey.
rating?
I gotta
Like
go.
30%?
I
Nah,
gotta
Jason's
go
a
with.
Step Brothers.
I gotta go with Backdoor Sluts 9.
What the fuck is that?
No,
Hey,
yeah.
Kevin Hart's overrated.
Mine
just saying.
is probably Step Brothers for
Tripping.
sure. What
And
about
mine's
you,
either
though?
Step
You say
Brothers or Lone
tripping?
Survivor.
I agree.
Kevin Hart is not
Lone
funny.
Survivor
He
is
I
good.
plays
same
he's
character
funny.
in every movie.
Overrated.
Also,
Overrated.
Kevin Hart stand up is not funny though. Like not even
Overrated.
just acting.
For sure.
Overrated as fuck.
For sure.
I think he's funny. I like his humor.
Well-
I like his sense of humor. I like him and The Rock acting together too.
What the fuck? That is so whack, bro. Your opinion's wrong. I'm just
You're
letting you know.
judgmental, bro. Stop.
I am.
It's a bad look on you.
You're right. You're right.
Junior Derone said, let's
Who's
see.
that?
What does this dude have to say? What's Pops
You
have to say
can't, you can't be
now?
exposing last names, bro. That's
He did.
fucked up.
He obviously didn't watch. He obviously didn't watch our last episode because he asked again. Is Rod really gay? Rod,
We're gonna
yeah.
clear this up again. I mean, I didn't want him to say it again. If you watched our last episode, you would have known. I am not gay.
All right, there
Dude,
it
you're
is.
lying through your teeth right now.
Hey,
Just
hey,
shaking
come
in my
out already.
boots.
He said
What
what,
episode
he
is
said.
this? And you're still lying about
He
it?
said what he said. Who? Anybody else have any other questions from
Oh wait, hold on.
Questions? No.
So, which
or
color?
suggestions?
Which color concha is the best one?
Yeah,
Ooh,
pink conchas.
Fuck, that's hard. 'Cause they all-
Roast beef.
That's hard because they all taste the same.
Okay. Okay.
I would say.
Actually, it don't
I
taste
would-
the same.
Well, explain. What does the red one taste like?
Chocolate is chocolate, bro.
I think chocolate.
yeah.
I think chocolate is the chocolate, and
Yeah,
then
it is.
every other color is the same.
I don't really
Just
fuck
with a little food
chocolate.
there. I like the chocolate and vanilla one.
Pink.
Vanilla's my favorite one though.
What about the blue one?
Whoa.
You guys fuck with the blue one?
Nah, I like red 40 in mine.
Yeah.
I like throwing a little red
I like
40 in
purple.
mine.
I like the purple one.
Hey, blue 5 though. Blue 5 in your conchas. Nice deep blue.
of here.
Nice deep blue.
Y'all ever had blue waffles?
Jay, don't they serve those at school for breakfast?
Yeah.
gay is that? Hey, Jason, I need a soundboard ASAP.
Guys, come on, please like. We're gonna start up a GoFundMe.
Subscribe, like,
need a
share.
sound
We're gonna
please.
start a GoFundMe. We need better
need a
equipment. We need a soundboard. We
We need
need.
another mic.
Hey,
We're
hey.
trying to get some guests
Hey,
in
more
here.
than
Yeah,
liking,
for real.
please share. It's gonna get out to a lot more people.
Yeah.
Facebook.
That would help
Share
a
on
lot.
Facebook.
Hey, if you're a real one, share this shit because
It's gonna help us out like no other. We appreciate
Hey,
that.
hey,
for real.
We're
I'm
out.
phoning them.
we're out here broke as fuck.
Baby.
I'm fighting for my fucking life out here.
Rick's bitch ass over there.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. By the way.
Scumbag.
When is he coming, bro?
Hey,
when is he coming?
I wish you knew I'm being punctual, man.
Yeah,
I need team players here.
for real.
Oh, team player, take out the hoodie.
Actually, you know what? We're
Put
not gonna buy a
Concha on a
soundboard.
pedestal.
We're gonna buy Rick a fucking watch so he knows what the fucking time it is. Alright,
Oh.
anyways,
That's
To
why you should
Westwood
subscribe and
TV.
share and like, so we can get Rick a watch so he can be here on time.
yeah. All
Have
right.
some respect.
So one of Rick's questions, Rick who asked this one, says Mexican kids entering kindergarten, should parents put them in English or Spanish dual language?
One of my cousins.
All right, okay, let's give him a shout out.
Uh,
Shout out to Primo.
wait. Say that question again.
Wait,
What was that
yeah,
question?
say it one more time.
Mexican kids entering kindergarten, should parents put them in English or Spanish/dual language?
English
I think
dual
English. No, I think English. Well,
Because you got to push them ahead. They're not gonna go far with just Spanish. It's very difficult. English is such a hard language. It's
Yeah,
easier to learn
that's
right away
what
from
I'm
the
saying.
get go.
So you're saying just English?
well, I mean, I would say either English or dual language, because if they do just English, they still learn Spanish at home. Well, depends on the parent too.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if they speak English to the kids, then yeah, dual language. But if you speak Spanish at home and you send them to do English at school, they'll learn both.
I think dual
Usually.
language. Yeah, I think dual
Dual-
language.
dual
'Cause that's
language
what
would be
our class
optimal.
was
Yeah.
on, and that was a really,
Dual language,
really
for
good
sure.
program.
Yeah,
Really?
I agree.
How do you guys
I
feel
agree.
about that? Because I've always thought that like until high school, you guys always kind of had the same little group of like friends for the most part. Not friends, but
Wait,
like
you guys were in dual language?
classmates.
We were the first program in D200 to be
Yeah,
dual language. Yeah,
yeah.
we were
Since-
the piloting class.
Since
Yeah.
what grade?
First grade.
First grade,
We were
and
the-
you
yeah.
guys were all together.
All 12 years.
Yeah.
That's how we ended up getting
My
the
little
state-
frijoles.
Whoa, that's fucked up, bro.
That's
Check,
so
check
racist,
your boy on, bro. Hey, my friends would never.
Cut off his mic.
Hey, just like I had to check your boy Rick on Twitter for tagging me some dumb shit.
Yeah, that was fucked up. I saw that shit.
Hey,
Rick's kind of a douchebag on Twitter, huh?
I love Twitter.
Oh, wait, hold on. You
Hey,
meant on
Rick.
Twitter.
Nah, but going back
Gotta
to
love
let's not go
fucking
off the-
Twitter. Am I right?
Let's not going, going back to the topic. I still think dual language.
Yeah, I
strongly
agree.
just
Because my Spanish is trash.
You're gonna get both. You can learn Spanish and everything at home, yes, but as well in class you're gonna learn all the grammar and everything like that they don't really teach you at home at all times.
Spanish.
Punctuations, tildes, acentos, where fucking all that, I guess the propers.
That's true.
So I mean, it's best of both.
Okay,
best of both worlds.
but I know this argument is gonna come up if that should be allowed for all students, and no, not just Mexican kids.
Yeah, 100%.
It is all
It is
students,
available
yes.
to all
It
students.
is. Yeah.
My school never had that.
So
I wouldn't know.
Ellie, Gianna, Madison,
Marshall.
That's cool.
they were all
Yeah,
with
for
us
sure.
since first grade. They
For
were there
sure.
all 12 years with us.
I think we started getting learning languages in 7th grade.
Sixth
in our
grade.
school. For our school. Yeah, it was
For
7th
me,
grade.
it was 7th grade.
I got kicked out of Spanish too, by the way, in 8th grade, just because the class was too full. How fucked up is that?
I remember.
That's
me
why
and-
my Spanish is fucked up.
I remember me and Rick were trying to play it easy in fucking high school, and we both took Spanish 1. This bitch fucking comes on to us, and she's just like, "You guys are obviously this and that," and I'm like, "Bitch, are you being prejudiced towards me?"
Hey, who was it? Senora what?
Hey, tell me why.
Mrs.
Tell me
Cabeza.
why.
Yeah.
I barely passed every Spanish class I was in, though.
Damn.
I just
fucking
barely
know
passed because
why.
I didn't do my homework.
Yeah, the same.
Homework's whack.
Yeah, for
That's
real.
true.
I don't believe in
I barely
homework.
passed any class I was in. I'm not proud of that, but it's the truth. To be honest, I kind of wish I tried a little harder.
It is what it is.
We had some pretty good teachers. Just I wasn't the best student.
I
I
had
was
a few.
I
I
was
had
a
a
pretty
few.
shitty student.
What
I ain't
was
gonna
your
lie.
GPA? What was your graduating GPA?
Oh, dude, that was like 2.7 or something. Like, hey,
Damn,
still
that's pretty high. I
still
graduated
cum
with a-
laude. Still graduated cum laude. I don't know how.
This
What? I
homie
got
said. This
suspended
homie
and
said he
shit.
had a cum latte.
Dude, how the
Hey,
fuck?
I got suspended too. I still managed to graduate cum laude. I don't know how it happened.
I got suspended. I ain't
suspended.
going back.
Hey, I ain't going
Hey, I
back.
guess when you send your boy out to go down on the principal, magic can happen, bro. Things can happen.
Hell no.
Hey, we had a lot of fucking creepy ass teachers go through North. Like
How many-
they have a history of pedophile teachers.
I actually had one teacher that made the local news because he dated one of the students. She was already 18. She was already 18. He was like 40 something, I think. And they had like a genuine relationship, and everybody was going crazy, bro. Like all the parents were saying that's fucked up. He got fired, and like he went to trial and everything. I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, that shit was
Hey,
crazy.
speaking on that, fuck Mr. Walkage, piece of shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that dude.
Sit on a toothpick, fat ass.
Fucking hey, threatening us to
Yeah.
keep us our reward day.
Yeah.
Motherfucker,
Homie
turns
came at
around
me.
and steals thousands of dollars.
God, that's so pop. Wait, did he get time for that or what?
Nah, he went to
He
jail
got-
for like a
he
day
went-
or two and
yeah.
was out.
He got $500 fine. If there's
Bro, he probably got like a
2,000.
slap on the wrist or some shit.
And he got a DUI like what
Yeah.
last
It
year.
was like
Yeah.
last year or something like that. Fuck that guy,
Damn.
bro.
I heard that fat bitch took out a loan just to get out because he was tired of the fucking lunch meals in there. That's just what I heard.
I believe it. Fuck that guy.
Dude, fucking telling me I could have broken someone's arm because I threw a fucking milk on the ground. Bro, who's gonna slip on fucking concrete?
You were
Like,
probably like, yeah, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. Here, take another 1,000 out of the budget.
he was tripping.
Oh my god.
Always fucking sucking on his cinnamon toothpicks.
Those,
Yo,
yeah, the
hey,
flavors.
where do I get one of those? It's kind of fire. I kind of want to get a
He
cinnamon.
bought them
You're
all
such
out.
a, hey, douchebag of the day.
You took it for the day.
Not yet.
No, you
but
know
so-
what?
There's this new
Rick,
thing going
Rick,
on. in
Rick took it for the
Yosemite.
third day in a row because he was late.
Hey, what'd he do?
Fuck.
He's late, bro.
Oh yeah,
shut
fucking scumbag.
2.5
Bro, I've
hours
never met someone
late.
so disrespectful to other people's time.
I know. Hey, but you know what? It is what it is because this
Hey,
episode has been great, and I feel like it's been a juicy one.
Hey, call me what you want. Fucking beat my ass. Just don't waste my time, bro.
Yeah.
I can't get that shit back. Can't get that shit back.
All right.
Hey,
I say,
you know what they say? The richest man on earth can't buy what? A second. Not a second.
And that's how we're gonna end that bitch off today. That's how we're gonna end that bitch off today.
But hey, if you're trying to be colleagues though, let me know, bro.
No. Follow up from last week's subject. ASAP Rocky is out of Sweden.
Yeah, dude, that was a rocky week.
I don't care.
Hey, get home ASAP.
Yeah.
I love Trump's humor.
Fuck Trump, bro.
Fuck
no,
Trump.
but I want to know how for real though, because he committed a crime. It was recorded and it's all over the internet. And homie's out.
His trial's not over. They just
not over.
sent him home while
okay.
like the judge is deciding.
Wait, so
some
if
kind
he
of
gets
strings
proven
are pulled.
guilty, does he get sent back?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck happens.
Dude, hey.
Yeah, there's
A$AP
extradition.
Rocky's gonna
Yeah.
do the race, bro.
No, there's. I'm pretty sure they have extradition. So yeah, he'll get sent back.
AK.
But I mean, hey, money talks, so do politics. You know, there's something's getting worked in the back that we don't know.
So is Donald Trump pandering to the black community?
Yeah, that's his way of.
He's
I mean, same thing what he did with Kanye. It's just
For
to
sure.
make him, I guess, to better his image and everything.
Yeah, but it's not working.
It's
hey,
not.
You think he's
We-
winning
we're
next
looking
election?
right through it.
You think
Nah.
he's winning like next election, like realistically? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I feel like his disapproval rating's way too high.
I feel
Even
like
on his own fucking network.
I genuinely feel
They
like
loves
he
him.
would have gotten impeached. But look, the U.S. was like, all right, how bad would it look though, as if we elected a celebrity president and then we impeached him? We'd look so stupid. So they're like, all right, we're just gonna wait till it's
Almost as stupid as
till the
electing
end.
him in the first place.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. So like they're like, oh, if we impeach him, everyone's gonna be like, oh, we told you that was so stupid to get a, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they're like, no, we just want to look like whatever his time ended.
Dumb fucks.
What
you know?
pisses me off, also I'm glad that happened when he got elected. Pisses me off that he was elected, dumbass president. But I'm happy that now that you see all the fucking racist
True
ass
colors.
people, fucking fucked up in the head, ignorant
That's true.
people come out now. It's like now you really know.
100%.
That's true.
I'm
But
glad.
at the same time,
I'm glad that people.
at the
come
same
out.
time though, I feel like it doesn't make a difference because, like I was saying earlier, the internet is on one thing for a week, then the next week is just completely gone. You're on to the next thing.
Yeah, y'all remember ISIS? Not everyone does.
Not in the news at all.
What
Not
happened
in the
to
news
that?
at all? That ice cream thing you guys were talking about 4 weeks ago, where some bitch licked that ice cream, put it back.
Where's it at now?
Wait, so what happened to J.P. Morgan and that ship?
The
they found?
cocaine,
Nothing.
the
It's
fucking billions
gone.
dollars,
It is
What happened?
gone, bro.
What cocaine?
billions dollars
Like
of
that
cocaine.
happened? I forgot.
Hey.
That's what I'm saying. The attention span is crazy now. It's at
With the
an all-time
internet, it's
low.
too short. It's too short with the internet
short.
now.
Too short, for sure.
But I mean, with JP Morgan, think
Too
about it. It's
short.
like, what are you gonna do to the fucking largest bank?
It's
Largest
run
bank.
by Jews, by the way.
My bad,
The
Chase,
world is run
Chase.
by Jewish people. No offense to Jewish people. I'm not hating, but I'm just
Hell
saying.
yeah,
the whole
Drake is
world-
running that bitch.
Hey, there's no coincidence that
Hey,
he's
that's
the
an
biggest star.
oligarchy right there.
There's no coincidence that he's
Hey,
the
the
biggest
elite.
star right now, and he's Jewish. There's no coincidence. Drake, biggest star, pop star right now, biggest Jewish. No coincidence. The biggest banks right now ran by Jewish people. No coincidence.
I don't think Drake shit has anything to do with it though.
Okay,
Drake's definitely
Hey,
industry.
a lot of
that's
things
your
you-
opinion.
hey,
It's wrong. No
Yeah, a lot of
problem.
things that you see in the movie aren't really that crazy.
Drake is industry plant for sure.
That's true. Because if you
Oh,
look at his
yeah,
first
yeah.
Let me
contract,
just
that shit's
turn off
good.
his mic. And he's out of here.
Hey, what was that? We
Nah,
can't hear you.
I don't know. I think it's no coincidence. To be honest.
Hey,
To
you know
be
what
honest.
though? I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna look up into the contract that.
Let's do that.
Drake
Because
has
if I'm
included.
wrong, I
For
need
sure.
to know now.
For sure, it's the Jay Leone show.
For
so
sure.
call it.
Nah,
I'm,
It's
no,
Jay
it's cool,
Leone's
bro.
bedtime.
Hey, that's the leader right there.
I think
we
he has school
follow.
tomorrow.
hey,
He's got school.
Hey.
tomorrow.
hey,
It's fucking
yes,
Friday.
yes, tiempo.
Oh.
no,
Hey, what time is it?
Hey, what does the Apple Watch say?
Hey, Rick, what time is it?
8:30.
Oh,
Homie's
shit.
asleep after getting pegged for the past 4 hours. And now let's end it.
Hey,
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 let's
hey,
end it.
Rick,
there it
wait.
is.
Hey, end
Hey,
it.
Rick, at least what?
Hop on the mic real quick.
Hey, Rick, at least if you're not gonna, be on the podcast, at least have some decency to watch it, after the fact.
Or edit it, right?
hell
Hey,
no.
hey, do it for the boys, bro.
What's
Hey,
happening,
more than anything, do it for yourself. First and foremost.
All right, we're gonna
Mother
end it there.
trucker, dude.
Hey, somebody run up the
Like
outro.
a butt cheek on a stick.
Yeah. Somebody run up the outro for me. My voice is gone.
All right. Thank you for watching Yosemite podcast episode, whatever the fuck episode it is. We'd like to say thank you again. Thank you. And write some mean shit in the comments. I'd love to hear that shit.
Don't forget to
also, hey, shout out to the dude that said I was dodging a 1v1 because I beat you twice the other day.
Got him.
So it is what it is. Anyone else want to say anything?
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and please
sure.
share. Please share. It's gonna help us out a lot, reach a lot more people and everything.
Yeah. It
would just mean a lot to us.
Yeah. Hey, that's all we gotta say, and we're out. Peace out.
Peace.